How to add an existing policy in Fintegrate. Within Fintegrate, you have the Fintegrate review tool, so that allows you to build cases. So you'll be able to build and justify your recommendation for your clients. In this example, if I go into an existing case that I have built up, you will see this journey here at the top. So for today, I'll only take you through the existing policy. We'll assume the risk analysis has been completed. And when I move to the existing policy, this is the section that will allow me to add a policy manually, but you can also add a policy with IO if you have the IO integration. So if I add a policy manually for now, you'll need to select the policy owner. So that could be both of them, for example. Select the platform, the policy provider if you're aware of it, the policy type, policy number, and fund value. So once you have filled in the basic details, you'll then need to manage the policy, which will allow you to specify how the client is currently invested. So you could, for example, look for each fund one by one, for example, through the fund search bar that we put in here, or you have the option to select a bulk import. So the bulk import will allow you to manually select copy and pasting ISIN codes in here, or you can do a bulk upload if you have a CSV in the guidelines that we're asking you to select. You can also, for an annual review, select one of your CIP selection that you would have previously saved, or you could, for example, look for the client's current portfolio they might be invested in and select it from our selection in here. Once you have done your selection for funds, MPS, or potentially you could create a custom portfolio as well that would allow you to, again, search by funds individually or model portfolios. We also have the option for you to pull existing policies funds, so you don't have to rebuild the funds one by one, but I won't do that for today. But what you could do now, if we look at this example, you could specify the percentage allocation for any of the funds you've selected in here, or for any model portfolio. What you then need to do is to specify the cost and charges. For any, for example, of platform policy advisor charges in here, you can specify the MPS charge here on the right as well for any MPSs. Add any notes that you feel would be relevant, and effectively we will then be able to work out the aggregated cost and charges on the next page for the policy analysis. Once all of this is done, you simply press save, and that's one of your policies saved. You can, of course, add as many policies as you wish to analyze within this section.